Today we're at Crescent with Charter Homes, and we're here with Mike and George, and we're going to be showing you what makes this community so different from the rest here in Cranberry Township. First, we're going to take you inside one of the townhomes they currently have available so you guys could see the inside on these homes and why people are loving this community so much.
I'm Mike with Charter Homes and Neighborhoods at Crescent. I'm the neighborhood sales manager here. So I'm showing off one of the unique townhomes we've done here at the entrance of the neighborhood. We decided to do something pretty cool and unique with this townhome product we have right now, where it essentially has two front doors. When you drive in the neighborhood, you see the backside first, so we made that a front door, and this is also the front door from the other side that you come in off the street. It's brick on all four sides because we want that rich feeling on all sides of the home. The cool kind of, I guess, in-style white brick with the neat copper downspouts and the larger windows kind of show off the architecture and design that we really care about. You know, brick paver, driveways, just kind of unique. With doing the two front doors, one thing we wanted to do was kind of give you a little more stories with this tandem garage. So you can fit 2 cars plus all the way in. You got some windows inside of your garage too, which is kind of unique. So sometimes folks use that as storage or a workout room. So it gives you a little versatility, but also let us do those 2 front doors on the home. And then we have a few other plans coming also, literally over the next 30 days. This is our last townhome design and we're selling at the moment, but then we're going to have 2 other new floor plans coming out over the next literally 30 days. One will even have a skytop deck, a ton of outdoor space. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, people love the rooftops.
Yes. Pardon our dust in here, but we're doing the final quality walk on this home. So you're gonna see a little blue tape and whatnot, which we do. We have several sets of eyes that go through the homes before we kind of, you know, finish up and hand it off to a home buyer.
Awesome.
That's like quality.
Hey, it's called a quality walk. And then you'll see like the second front door with a small yard and outdoor space here with the great views that face west. You get great sunsets from here.
It's a nice view of Cranberry as well.
It is.
I'm sure in the fall, whenever all the leaves change, it's beautiful.
Especially down at the lake, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's super cool. So this is a unique floor plan. Very open as far as ton of natural light. I really like what our designer did. Sorry, they're showing off here the roller and they're working on the rollout trash can, so I'm not gonna touch that right now in the final quality walk, but I like how our designer picked out the blue cabinets with the light gray cabinets and the gold fixtures. Just gives a little richer feel.
And whenever people are building with you, do you guys have like a few choices that they could pick from?
Yeah, so when you're building a home with us, if you catch the homes before we start them, especially our townhomes, you could go to our design studio and pick everything out as far as cabinets, countertop flooring, like all those things. We have a design center, we have a designer you meet with, so it's a one-day fun process to do all that. We keep it as simple as possible, but still try to give you as much as a custom experience as you can. If we start a townhome after the fact, we can make our own selections like we did here, but they're all like, you know, good selections our designer does pick out. The single family homes that we have, they are all built to order. So you would make your own selections on those, especially. With the single families, we're temporarily sold out. We get more singles in January here at Crescent.
Okay.
But my guess is they'll start around the 600s. I'm not really sure because they're all brand new floor plans and designs that I'm excited to see. And that's one great thing about Charter Homes is that we're always designing new things. Like what's new in the market. You know, we're a smaller builder, so we can pivot quickly to what works for buyers. So
I think that's what really differentiates you guys too from other choices, because you could either go like full custom or like with something more standard with the builders, you have like 5 choices to choose from for finishes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This home's unique because there is a bedroom on the main level here. So to maximize bedroom space upstairs and give you 2 larger bedrooms, we actually put a full bath and a bedroom here on this floor. So get out of your way, but this bedroom could be another office if you wanted it to be. You got a full bathroom here, so.
Beautiful windows in here.
Yeah. We get a mixture of everybody, but yes, people do like the school district here. Something kind of unique as we come up the stairs, we did a little Zoom room here. So this is a little hidden office, which could be used for many different things. A little hideaway spot, but I've had homeowners tell me they're gonna make it into a dog room, like a fish tank, just a little library, or a tiny little office to escape. Kids' playroom, so lots of choices.
That's
One
awesome.
lucky dog, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's actually my coworker that did that. He has this more floor plan with the little Zoom room. As you come upstairs in this home, laundry's up here in the hallway. So you have upstairs laundry. And the guest bedroom is back there behind Riley. So because of having just 2 bedrooms up here, you have 2 full baths. So the guest room has its own suite, essentially, where you have your own bath in here.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome for a guest bedroom
Yeah.
and walk-in closet.
Primary suite. So again, just following the trend with our design, the huge windows that we have. The then owner's bath is in here. I like the cool gold fixtures that kind of went in with the shower that we have in there.
I like that. I like the walk-in showers
Oh, that's a
too.
beautiful shower.
I know, with the gold it comes out really neat. You can get it like if you do the regular just, you know, I don't know, brushed nickel. It looks so much cheaper with the brushed nickel frame on that. The gold just makes it look so much better. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Just does,
interesting.
yeah.
Do people usually opt in for the gold finishes?
It depends. Like, not everybody loves the gold stuff, but some people have taken off to that. With the lighter grays, it shows up really well. So yeah,
Yeah, very nice contrast.
yeah.
And then walk-in closet.
It grew on me. I didn't like it at first, and now I like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, this is only just I think a hair over 2,000 square feet. But when it's open, it just makes it feel bigger. The one we're getting, hopefully by Friday or Saturday, is about a 3,000 square foot townhome. It's huge.
I would
So
love
we're really excited to get that floor plan. You know, other townhomes we've built. I'm building one with the company right now. It's 2,700 square feet and it's 4 bedrooms.
Oh, wow.
So we're not selling that at Crescent right now, but we do have larger, like single family S townhomes, and that's what the one coming here on Saturday, we're hopefully getting by then, it's gonna be more like, so, with the rooftop deck.
Nice. Who do you typically see move into the townhomes?
I get everybody that lives in the townhomes. We have several sports players that live here, Pittsburgh Pirates that live in the neighborhood, that live in some townhomes right now. I get families, I get people buying their first home, I get people that are downsizing, that have just sick and tired of a single family home, that are basically empty nesters that just want something smaller and less maintenance. So,
Gotcha.
you know, it's everybody. I tell the story that we already have 2 families that have 2 generations in the neighborhood. So,
Okay.
yep, I have parents live across the street in a carriage home. The daughter lives right across in a townhome. And then this type of townhome we're building right across the street. I have a couple moving in here by the end of the year. And then right across the street from them, their parents are building a villa product, which we currently have a villa product, which is 1 floor living.
Gotcha.
So the bedroom's almost like an attached ranch is what it is. So we have that. So it's kind of cool. We have now 2 generations or 2 families of 2 generations here now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
The community gives that ability for people to
Yeah.
live so close to their family.
Yep. In the Hastings neighborhood, there are 4 families that have 3 generations in that neighborhood.
Wow.
From grandkids to, yeah, grandparents. We always tell the story too. The cool thing is that you get like built-in like pseudo grandparents in neighborhoods. Like the older people that would move into the neighborhoods, like kind of pseudo adopt the younger kids in the neighborhood, which is more of a neighborhood feel that you don't get in a lot of neighborhoods anymore.
That's
It's fun to
very
tell
true.
those stories. We're like, you know, I'll watch your kids for a minute, whatever, like the pseudo grandparents who are just hanging out and doing whatever, they end up being babysitters and stuff.
Yeah, and perfect for relocation too,
Yes.
because easily get integrated into the community.
You do.
I know you guys have like events go on and movies in the park, which is awesome.
Yeah, we do. We here Crescent, we kind of give more of, I would say, like a craft or woods vibe. I would say, because we're going to do it later. The 42 acres of green space that we have, but we held 4 Campfire Fridays over the summer. We're right out here in the big green. We had live music, food truck, campfires, kids events. So Everybody is new here. There's like 80 families that live here. So they all become friends and kind of hang out and have drinks with each other. And it's really cool. So, yeah.
You don't see anything like it, especially here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we do that on purpose. So we want you to hang out with your friends and family.
Okay, so Mike, what makes this community here at Crescent different than other new construction communities in the Cranberry area?
Sure. So that's a great question. What we do different as a home builder is we really believe in the community feel and the walkability. Right now we're walking on a sidewalk that is 4 feet wide, not 3 feet wide. That's really important to us. We want to be able to walk beside your friend or partner or whatever like we're doing right now. So everything is sidewalk lined. We also develop our own land. A lot of builders don't do that. So we are invested in the roads, the streets, the curbs, the sidewalks. These larger trees that you see were planted just barely over a year ago. We pay more money for that because we want the neighborhood to come together and give you that neighborhood feel. Yeah. We also put a lot of common spaces in our neighborhood too. We're walking beside the Crescent Green right now. So we had several events this summer, the Campfire Fridays, where we would have food truck, live music, kids, events and things where people just kind of hang out. So this is in the hub of the neighborhood. And then that's the holiday tree right there, where we actually are going to have a light up night this year. They had to crane that tree and it was so big.
Oh, wow.
Last fall. So we'll have a big holiday party here. Further over here, where my little blue office is, you see the construction, we're doing a thing called Crossroads. So we're working on getting a local restaurant that we're close to signing up right now. So we want the locally owned businesses in the neighborhood that you can walk to. So we feel those restaurants are like the clubhouse for the neighborhood. So that's where you meet your friends, your family, you grab a drink. If you have a party, you just have the restaurant cater it, I live in one of our neighborhoods now, there's a local bar, and I've made all my friends there just hanging out. So it's just kind of the gathering point that neighborhoods miss these days. Like, where do you hang out and meet your friends? You can also be a hermit and hide. You don't have to make friends, but this neighborhood's conducive of that, which is really neat. So
it is. Yeah, we really don't see anything like this in other new construction communities. So I really like the ability to be able to get integrated into the community.
Yeah. It takes time to get this going, but we feel it's really worth the investment to work on a neighborhood like this, take time to design it, and make it really come together. Where we're gonna head next is another cool part of our neighborhood where we have 42 acres of preserved green space where we actually have a 2-acre lake on site.
Wow.
So
42 acres, that's insane.
Stuff that we're not building on and preserving for families to enjoy and hang out. And down there, I know a family that he comes home from work and takes his son down to fish right away. Gotcha. There are Pittsburgh pirates that fish here a lot, so a couple famous ones. I won't blow it up on your YouTube video, but one that might be Rookie of the Year this year. Let's put it that way. If anybody can figure, that's the quiz for the day. But yeah, you can catch your local sports players fishing at your lake here if you want, which is kind of neat. So.
Yep, and then we have a ton of clients who always are asking about Cranberry Township in specific. So what makes this location in Cranberry different from Meter and maybe just desirable for anyone looking to move in?
Yeah, so what's really neat about Crescent is that it's a location where it's kind of like my one coworker who actually lives here now calls it the transportation hub of, Cranberry is the transportation hub and this neighborhood is part of that. There is a way to exit 79 coming out of the city that you hit no stoplights getting into the neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
So it's super convenient to get here, and leaving you might go through one stoplight to get back on 79 or the turnpike. So the convenience, we're about to walk into this 42 acres of green space, but also you can technically walk from here to Target in less than 5 minutes. So you can hide in the woods if you want to, or go to Target shopping, waste all your money.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even feel like you're next to Target because just all of the nature, it feels like you're further out. But having that ability to actually walk to local shops, grocery stores, when you're far out in the suburbs here in Butler County is unheard of.
Yeah, that's a great point, Riley. You have all those things. There's not just Target, there's several bars and restaurants there, from Firebirds to Burgatory to Chipotle, to name a few.
George loves Chipotle.
Yes, who doesn't? Anthony's Cold Fire Pizza. And then you have, Fresh Time is the grocery store right there. The rumors of a Wegmans that we're getting almost next door to the neighborhood. If it comes through, it'll be amazing. The neighbors are really excited about that, which will blow up property values, which is super great for anybody who purchases here. We have, what is it? Lowe's is right there, Staples. So anything is in walking distance of the neighborhood, which is really cool. But then you get this kind of cool nature vibe that we're walking into right now.
Mike, what's your go-to spot for food?
My go-to spot for food? Oh, that's a tough one. It depends on what mood I'm in. In a pinch, I would hit Chipotle up on the way into work.
My man.
Jersey Mike's sometimes. Any place that has like good wings, you know, if I just want like some, just, you know.
You like Anthony's wings?
You know what? I've had them for the first time and they're pretty good.
Yeah, I like them.
So
they're coal-fired, so that's nice.
They are good. I've been to North Park Lounge. They have a great buffalo chicken taco on happy hour special.
Interesting.
Which I've enjoyed recently, if I'm in the mood.
Awesome.
So yeah, it just depends on when I like to cook a lot, but when I'm eating out, yeah, those are, you know, the quick go-to spots.
Awesome. And then this is like a walking trail basically, so you could walk this in the morning, walk your dog.
That's a great point, yeah. So we have over a mile of walking trails just through the woods here.
Oh, wow.
So they were already here whenever we picked up this property. So we added a few that give you access back to the common areas of the neighborhood, but the other ones just exist already. We cut them back. We're not going to pave over them. We want them to stay natural and give you this cool kind of green space and feel. So you'll see what the
nice.
thank you. You'll see where the paving ends here in a minute. So we're going to off-road it a little bit.
Yeah, and you don't have to go to your local park to get some hiking in. You could do it in your backyard.
Absolutely. I just put a really nice deck on.
Oh yeah. Is that an option you guys have to add decks, or is it they do it their own?
So a few of the decks you see here were done by us, but then sometimes people just want to do their own decks. So.
Got it.
Yep.
And this is taking us to the lake here. It's
beautiful. This is down to the lake. We've hired an ecologist to help us maintain this lake. It was actually a half-acre farm pond when we discovered the property. And again, with just charter doing unique things, we wanted, like, well, what can we do with this? So we dredged it, made it into a 2-acre lake. We stocked it with over 600 pounds of fish.
Wow.
For our fishermen out there, bluegill, minnow, crappie, largemouth bass. So I watched him stock it 2 springs ago. It was really cool. And the ecologist comes and inspects it. He directed us to plant the aquatic plants to help filter the lake, keep the water fresh for the animals. You know, I've seen anything from frogs to turtles down here to people catching largemouth bass this big in the lake. So
wow.
We've also built 5 docks on this lake. We thought about building one big dock or pier, but we're like, why do that? Why not build a bunch of little ones? So if you want to hang out and be antisocial with your family, you have your own little dock, which is really cool. We just actually ran gas and electric down to the lake. It's buried somewhere right over here, where we're gonna do natural gas fire pits down here.
That's awesome.
We'll have some lights down here to light it up, and we're also gonna build some kind of little small indoor-outdoor pier that you can kind of have events at. Maybe, you know, when the restaurant comes, do a beer or a wine tasting or something like that. So that's still in the works and envisioned. It's not here yet, but it's on the docket to have done to kind of make this even more of a cool location down here.
That's unbelievable. My dad would love this. He's big into fishing, but the ability to step outside of your backyard and go fish in the mornings or afternoons is wonderful.
It's amazing. We've never seen anything like this in a new construction area.
And the pond is beautiful. Yeah, you would not feel like you're right next to all these major highways.
It's super cool in the wintertime too. I've come down here when it's frozen over.
Okay.
People have played hockey on it 2 years ago when it really froze over. We found hockey nets on the lake.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it could be used for that if you want. We'll just have to use these cool little stepping stones, which are a bridge here.
Oh, okay. I love it. It's very natural.
I had them bring them in so you wouldn't get stuck in this, essentially. This is where obviously fresh water runs off into the lake.
It feels so quiet too.
Yeah, you're just like hidden away.
Sometimes in other communities you could hear like the road traffic, but you really can't. You just hear birds.
My one homeowner sent me a video at night like, Mike, listen to the frogs and the crickets. And I'm like, yeah. So this is a cool like makeshift fire pit that we threw together before the more permanent ones come in. But you can see people use the logs to sit and fish from. So just kind of a cool space to give you a better view here of the lake.
Nature lover's paradise.
Yeah. There's fish right there. Yep, I just scared all the fish out from underneath the dock when I stepped on it.
Do people typically catch a lot? You guys load them up, so I'm
Yeah,
sure
see the fish
they
over there?
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, yeah. I mean, you know, it's more catch and release and everything. So
For sure.
one of the Pirates players actually was on Twitter. He had a fish that he caught that went kind of viral.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of neat, yeah.
And this has a beautiful color to it. It's like a bluish teal.
Yeah, I believe, I don't know, yeah, the ecologist treats it with something to kind of, you know, I don't know, but yeah, it gives it the nice color. After rain, it turns brown, but like this is a good hue that you get from it.
You go for a swim in this, Riley?
I see some minnows down here. People ask if they can canoe and kayak, and I'm like, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It's the neighborhood lake, so I don't know how deep it is, but the owner of the company said, hey, it's deep enough to drown in. I'm like, all right.
Oh, okay. There you go.
We put some big concrete pipes underwater too before it refilled back up. Places for fish to hide and plants to grow. Again, it's all about creating a space for the aquatic animals to live and just create, you know, an ecosystem here.
For sure.
Yeah.
So Mike, can you tell us a little bit on why your homes are unique?
Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier, like we really get into designing things on the fly, what we feel like the public likes or what's kind of in style, but we really focus on what's timeless and is not going to go out of style. So when you see the cool brickwork that we have here with the darker downspouts and things, like those things really don't go out of style and they'll hold its value over the years. So this is almost, I say, like an English-esque street with the brick pavers and things that you have here that adds value to the neighborhood. Again, it takes extra time, money to do all those things, but to us it's really important to have that and make it unique. You can't see on the back of these cool townhomes here, they're some of my favorite. They have rooftop decks on the back, so really neat. But I might have mentioned before, our number one design feature is natural lights. You'll see these huge windows here in all of our homes to bring in tons of natural light. These have 10-foot ceilings on the main level, so you see these huge windows off their living room that bring in tons of natural light into their kitchen. So
That's awesome. I love that balcony.
yep, the little Juliet balcony is definitely unique. Yeah, just it gives it a different vibe, stuff that you don't see that a home builder's not going to take time and invest in and do. To just be we're not your generic like out of the box home builder. We do something different with our neighborhoods and our product.
You could tell.
We literally say live someplace special is one of our taglines, you know, and we want people to fall in love with our neighborhoods, love where you live essentially.
Yeah, I'm in love with it.
Well,
And
thank
then
you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the different housing types you have here?
Yeah, great question. So we, like I mentioned before, we cater to all demographics, young, old, in between, you know, downsizing, upsizing, right size, you name it. So I have anything from a townhome might be a little under 2,000 square feet to a larger townhome that's coming that's 3,000 square feet to we have one level living. So some of the products back there actually have the owner's bedroom on the first floor. We're doing some of those right now. And then single family homes too. We're temporarily sold out of singles until about the first quarter of next year. But I had several single family homes that were up to 5,000 square feet. We had 3 homes in here that sold for over $1 million.
Wow.
So I have towns in the low 4s all the way to homes in the millions. So it's a good mix of everything. And we want this neighborhood to be for everybody to enjoy it. As we're walking here, again, just cool things that we do. When it's a street here in the residential area of the neighborhood, we do the Belgian block granite curbing. So it takes more time, effort, and money to do, but to us it's really important to have a unique kind of feature in the neighborhood that adds value and really adds property value to your neighborhood. So again, you don't see it everywhere, but we feel like it's important to do to, again, live someplace special.
And then is there a certain type of home that you have over others, like a ratio of more single family than townhomes, or is it pretty even?
It varies a good bit. I think there were a few more townhomes and singles in phase 1. That'll probably balance out when we get to our next section. Like I said, the first quarter of next year, we have a bunch of new single family home designs coming. But, you know, it really kind of balances out to even throughout the life of the neighborhood.
That's great.
Because we want everybody to live in a special place. So, You know, we're not going to put all the singles over in one spot in the towns here. We mix them together.
Yeah, you could, and that's what's different too, because a lot of times with different builders, you'll just have townhomes and then single family, but this really integrates it all.
Yeah, it's done on purpose. We don't want just the expensive single family homes to have just the beachfront property, we call it.
Yeah.
We want the townhomes to enjoy that, you know? To everybody to have access to the cool parts of the neighborhood.
And it gives it a lot of character too, diversity.
It does. It really mixes it up.
Okay, Mike, so if a client wanted to build with you, how long does it typically take from ground up to be able to move in?
Sure, it's going to vary a little bit. It's anywhere from usually like 7 to 5 months, depending from when you sign a purchase agreement. To build a single family home takes about 5 from the day we break ground. So in the beginning, there's the purchase agreement that you do. They go into my design studio. So that's going to add a month or so, and then permitting. So about 7 from signing the agreement to closing. Sometimes we do have spec homes that we're building that are already under construction that you can come in and swoop up for a quick close or not as long. So sometimes we will build a single family home spec on a rare occasion. Same with townhomes. If you catch them in the beginning, you can make your selections about 5 to 7 months, but other times we're always building the townhomes and the attached product. So with that, it could be a 2-month close, a 30-day close, or a 7-month close. So it's going to vary a little bit depending on where you catch us in the process.
Gotcha. And then, so the spec homes are a little more limited compared to if someone wanted to build from the ground up?
Correct, yeah. With we call them ready now homes is our fun term, is that we'll already make all the selections. The good thing when you do have us doing that, we put everything into the house. So, you know, overhead lighting everywhere, the nicer cabinets, flooring. So it usually has everything in it you would normally want. So the great thing about that is that's the final price. You can't add anything to it. So you're getting into it, you know, not hitting that design studio. And, you know, some people stress about making selections. So some people prefer that because they don't want to make those selections. They just want it to be new and everything picked out.
That's true. It does get overwhelming sometimes because there's so much to choose from.
It can be fun and overwhelming at the same time. I'm building a ready now home with Charter right now, and I kind of like that things are already picked out. I'm like, it was easy, it was done, because I don't have, even though I sell homes, I don't have that nice, you know, I don't watch a lot of HGTV.
Yeah, agreed, so. Me too. And then do you guys have in-house lending here, or do you have preferred lenders for people to work with?
We don't have any in-house lending. There are a few lenders that I work with that do offer, if you buy a Charter home, they offer a point. Sometimes they have a buy down program included where they'll do a 1-0 buy down, we'll buy the rate down the first year, or a point to help towards closing or whatever you want to. So two off the top of my head, we use Movement Mortgage, and we use another one, Univest Bank. One of their loan officers actually lives in the neighborhood. So those are the two that we've been using a lot of because of the points they offer. There's a few others that we've been starting to work with, but there's a few that we have that'll give you a small incentive if you buy a Charter home.
Gotcha. And is that the main incentives you guys offer? Is there anything else where people could get incentives?
Sure. As a builder, we don't do a lot of incentives. We really feel we price correctly to what we have. You know, we don't like to play the game of overinflating a price and then having to kind of beat us down. Funny story. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A, right?
Yes.
So do you ever see Chick-fil-A doing deals?
No,
exactly.
Never.
So
That's
if
true.
you build a really good product, you don't need to give an incentive. That's how we feel. We never want to undervalue our product. And also oh my word, my neighbor got a better deal than I did. You know, we want to keep it fair. And then everybody kind of gets the same value in their home, and then they know they're getting the good price for their home also.
Keep it consistent.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Chick-fil-A story.
Yep. And then as you've seen this community being developed over the past few years, what's your favorite part about it that really comes together?
I mentioned the nature, which is really cool, but we always add some stuff to the nature too. So I mentioned earlier, Riley, we plant 3 trees for every home that we build.
Right.
The most mature trees that we have. And what I really love about the neighborhood and all the Charter neighborhoods that we do is that we just the kind of the vibe the neighborhood gets. Everybody here likes to hang out with each other. They're happy. It's fun. Of all the neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, I think this one has probably had the best vibe so far. And I think it's just the cool location, the nature that we have here, that people get the best of both worlds in Crescent. Our other neighborhoods are fantastic. This one kind of has its own little unique vibe, which is cool. They all kind of take on their own personalities in a way.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to head into a single family home to show you guys an inside look at that. But thank you very much for all your answers. This has been great.
You're super welcome, Ron.
pantry area when you
Yeah.
first walk in.
This is one, okay.
Yeah, good. I was just gonna ask, what model are we in? Or...
Yeah, this is in the Ellsworth floor plan. We've sold out of these right now. We may have them again here in the future. This is a 4-bedroom home, but it has a first floor owner's bedroom.
Okay.
So you want the buyers that have that first floor owner's suite. So there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, but 1 down here on the main floor that we'll see here in a minute. But kind of the cool with the vaulted ceiling, which we don't do a ton of, but it's cool to kind of have that in one of our homes, which some people still love.
I love it personally. That's cool how that's open as well.
Yeah, you get
You can look
the opening to above there and the hallway upstairs.
Then how many square feet is this one?
So this home is about 3,000 square feet just on the top 2 floors. They did finish their basement. So with that lower level being finished, they're a little over 4,000 square feet. Because I think we added a little over 1,000 down below.
Gotcha. And do you know, like, on average, the price point on this one?
This one I believe sold for right around 9 off the top of my head.
Okay.
Is right where it was. So I mean, sometimes that can vary with depending on what you do. Like this home had like we call it a premium home site where it is because it overlooks the woods and the center of the lake. So the home site had a little more, I guess, you know, a higher price for the home site itself. Not all home sites have a price. This one did because of its great location. So, because you basically back to nothing and oversee everything here.
Yeah, it's beautiful views, especially with that deck outside. Perfect for a
Yep,
morning
the covered
coffee.
deck. The homeowner's gonna do a whole outdoor patio space with a pool at some point. So they're really excited to keep the views here.
Yeah.
And even a lot of our townhomes, the islands are this big.
I know, I noticed that in the first one. It was huge.
Yeah.
Could definitely add some.
It's like the centerpiece to the home. It's where
Yeah.
people kind of hang out, they entertain. So a lot of people don't eat their dining room table anymore, they eat their island. Like,
Yep,
Yeah.
George does that as well. He loves his islands. He always says it's like the center point, especially for holidays, get-togethers. It's where all the
yeah,
appetizers-
it's the place where everybody kind of gets together and hangs out. So this is the owner's bedroom on the first floor, which is kind of neat. It's kind of cool to check out the finishes here in the owner's bathroom with the nice freestanding tub we have in here.
Oh wow, yeah. Love the floor to ceiling tile.
Tile, yeah, and the cool kind of freestanding tub. We also do very different designs, which is cool.
And do you guys come up with them too with the homeowners, or do they typically have ideas?
So we're not a full custom builder, so we'll already have the designs out. It's just each home has their own little cool, unique things.
Gotcha.
You'll get to pick out. This buyer could have picked just a big shower and no tub, or a tub and a shower. So they had the choices of that, which was really cool. I mean, you know, countertops, the faucets, to the flooring, and all. You know, you get down to the nitty gritty with that, knobs and everything.
Awesome.
So home buyers can pick out. You want a car charger in your garage for your future electric vehicle, lighting fixtures, stuff like that, you know, gas lines outside for grills and fire pits. So there are a lot of little choices you can pick in my design studio.
It's exciting.
Yeah. We try to keep it enough, but not too much to overwhelm you there.
Show them walk-in pantry.
Yeah, we just have like an office and a living room up here. So it does bring in the natural light from the front of the house, which is really nice.
Right. That's a good point.
This home has a nice big front porch on it too, which is, you know, unique to a lot of homes these days, or new homes at least.
I know, usually it's minimal. It's like a little
Yes.
entryway.
You know, the story behind front porches, if anybody ever forgets it, you guys want to hear a fun story, is that, you know, that's where people used to hang out before air conditioning, whatever. You sit out here to cool off, you get a breeze in the middle of the night, and that's where you meet your friends and family. So
Yeah.
essentially doing a front porch in the home is very classic and timeless, because you can hang out, cool off in the evening, and, you know, in the summer or the fall, and talk to your neighbors, wave to people as they walk by. So it's really important to still offer these nice front porches in all of our homes. It's that timelessness with the architecture.
It's a great feature. I use mine a lot at
See,
home.
there you go.
Yeah, it's a good point to meet your neighbors,
Yeah,
cool down.
exactly. Stay out of my house, bug.
And then, is this typically an office space?
Yeah, we call this a work from home.
Okay, I love it. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, so instead of calling it a study, we call it a work from home. We have the cool barn doors on here too, so yeah.
Very nice. Nice shower. This is like a basement you wouldn't mind showering in.
No,
you know what I mean?
not at all.
On your typical Pittsburgh basement.
No, you have like almost the 9-foot ceilings down here, which is nice. It's a full bedroom.
Windows throughout here too. You don't see that either.
Yeah. We do offer a bar down here. I forget why he didn't do a bar. They're probably gonna do one on their own later, but we do offer a full bar as an option down here too.
How much does it typically cost to finish off the basement?
It's gonna depend on the floor plan, but it usually runs around the $40,000-ish price point. It's kind of funny, doing this job for 20 years, it used to be less expensive to do it later. Post-COVID now, it's actually cheaper again to do it with the builder.
Okay.
Because the contractors charge so much more now post-COVID. It's so funny.
That makes sense.
So people actually find values in finishing it with us now, which is, I'll take that, so.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then that's just your egress door?
Yeah, egress door to go out to your backyard and entertain.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome, yeah. It's fun to show this stuff off.